life. Music is life. Hope that's the one you want with the steel drums. People, I'm telling you, I'm going to go back in time right now. We got Glen beside us right here, the man who have done so much in the music industry, and the man who we heard about the legend, Bob Marley. And to be honest, people sometimes you people might say that think I'm joking. I used to live like about 5 minutes. I was born like about 5 minutes from Bob Marley house. All right, I was born at one. You know what? Let me introduce you to the man on the here right here. Welcome to Caribbean Flavor, boss. Welcome to Caribbean Flavor.
Give thanks, brother.
Come closer to the
Thanks.
food.
Give
This
thanks,
is man
brother.
who played with the legend. A lot of us heard about Bob, right? Never seen Bob. Heard about Bob. Love the music of Bob. But this man is give me the chill right now because you have been there beside the legend.
Yeah,
I used to live.
Big Charlie's together too.
There you go. Yes, take me back in time. Take me back in time. Take me back in time, my brother. Because I used to live. I was born at 141, right? Oprah. Bob Marley was like what? 152. 152.
152.
Yes. So I was born at 141. So it's not. It's just down the street.
152 or 156.
Yeah, some about there.
Yeah.
But it's just I was 141. And I never forget that like a tenement yard right there. We call it tenement yard. A bunch of people live in the yard. Passa, whole family, we fight, we cuss. We share sugar, we share salt. We go over next door for dinner, we look through people when they watch TV. The whole works. Because I was up 141, but we never take Bob to the level where Bob used to be like, well, something to us. Bob was just like a regular thing to us, going on with the everyday thing, right? But you now are going to take us back in time. And what was it like to be alongside the legend right now? Because they give me chill to even think. I mean, take me in the room. Take me in the room with Bob. What was Bob like in real life?
Well, Bob was a real person, and he was a people's person. It was never about Bob Marley. As a matter of fact, he said, if my life is for me alone, I don't want to take it.
There you go.
My life is for the people. Because he knew that he had how powerful music is, because music is an integral part of life. It can influence people, and it takes the message. He was committed to the voiceless and disenfranchised. That even hippie was part of his following. I can remember sometimes people sleeping out overnight on the ground to make sure them get a space to come into the show. Because the shows are always packed. Sometimes we have to have a double show. Sometimes we can't have a double show.
Listen, I think I watched a documentary when I think it was in Africa and the show was supposed to over. And Bob come out and Bob said, no man, he's going to run some more tune. He didn't want to finish the show there because the people, the vibes, it was alive.
Yeah.
And he just didn't want to finish the show just like that. So he came out and rings a couple more music for the people to keep the people going. But we here now, well for me, Bob Marley, I said Bob used to live down the street from my house. We never take Bob serious. Because we pass Bob house every day, we go to school, we look manga and all that stuff. So Bob wasn't like, Bob was just Bob to us. But a lot of people here nowadays now, they know Bob music and they never, ever, like seen the guy in real life or they never yet know somebody who have been close to Bob. Tell the people what it's like. I want to know what it's like. Tell me about it.
Bob was just a street separate of our community. Bob is in Trenchtown. I grew up in Jonestown.
Jonestown.
Yeah.
I used to go to St.
Collie Smith Drive was just the street that
Yes.
separate Trenchtown from Jonestown. And then you used to pass through Jonestown sometimes.
Jonestown wasn't no ordinary place to just go to. You know. We know Jonestown.
Yeah.
Yes, Jonestown was not a proper place to go to. Yeah, I have respect to go to Jonestown. So take us back, Bob. How do you come about to be like amongst that such a high magnitude of musical?
Well, as a serious musician in the business,
Yes.
I was a studio musician, playing on almost everybody's music at the time. As well as being there with Zappo, which was one of the most prominent group ever in the history
Yes.
of Jamaica. And some Hans was prominent with Zappo because we had so much great Hans arrangement in our songs that Bob was zooming in on us. Actually, them guys are going things, you know? And him sent for us, handpick us personally.
Really?
Yeah. Because we had that song come out, Mystic Moon, which was nothing to do with reggae.
Yeah.
When reggae was at peak of its career. And it was number one. So that got everybody attention because it's a simple tune.
Music is life.
But it's a wicked song, it's classic. And it's not many songs like that, because that song will live forever. If you listen to it, just check it out online.
Yes.
Mystic Moon, the trumpet of David Madden. Actually, it's just spoken words in it. No singing. Spoken words with some humming behind a piano playing the melody. And that was a #1 song for months and the thing.
And then Bob heard and Bob sent for you guys.
Yes, not only that, but one of our songs was Bob's favorite reggae song.
So what was the response when he heard Bob sent for you guys and Bob won? What was the response?
Well, to be honest, we're working with everybody, so it was just another gig.
That's what I tell the people. No? Come on, the Jamaican people. Them. If you go somewhere and see an artist or somebody represent the country, it's just like a regular person talking. We take care of them, we heal them up and all that stuff. But it's people out of the island now, or out of the country, really show certain things. When they come to Jamaica, we just see regular people. Yo, Bob, where I go? I'm gone. Boom. You know what I'm saying? That's how we are in Jamaica anyway.
It's when you're on tour, then you realize
the
impact
yes.
that it has on the people. I can remember doing a show in Toronto.
Give me the chill right now. Take me back in time. Take me back in time.
The Maple Leaf Garden. And quite a, how much it was? About 15,000
yeah.
Maple Leaf Garden is a big place. One of the big
so much people
in Toronto. And you know, Baba just away and zap the people.
Yes.
I call it zap.
You call it zap?
Yeah.
It captivates people. I mean, just control them, right? Musically.
Yeah. It's like him sending out an antenna.
Yes.
To give them a spiritual vibe. And this guy, way down the audience, was zapping with him because him feel the vibe.
Yeah.
And him coming up with
music capture him.
Yeah, through the audience, all the way from way to the back. And I'm observing this guy coming closer and closer and getting him way, till him come through the audience, past security, and just jump on stage and just grab Bob by him foot. Just to touch Bob.
Yes.
It's like the Messiah came. That kind of appreciation and acceptance, because this man come with the right message.
Listen, as I said, sometimes we take stuff for granted. As I said, I was born like I was at 141, Bob was at, I think 142, 156 or whatever. But I was at 141. But Bob was Bob to us. We never used to say, boy, I'm not going to check Bob Marley. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, unless we look some man go past Bob House. And this is something I never tell anybody. I was born at 141. Just right up the street. In which way across the street now they turn to the Jamaica U.S. Embassy.
Okay.
The U.S. Embassy, I used to go over there and pick mangoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a child growing up. And Bob used to live down the street. Bob used to have some nice mango down the street. But we used to mess with Bob mango because Bob's there. But as a little youth, we used to up and down the bushes. And I know the place started populated up. And I think I take my son back there years ago. And I show him, I said, this is where Bob used to live. And by 5 minutes up the street, that's where I was born, which is still there, 141 Old Road. You know what I'm saying? But I never yet, Bob was just Bob, as I said. But no, I never met somebody who was like, as I said, I met Ziggy, I met a few of his sons and everything. But you, the person who have been with Bob and traveled with Bob, you give me the chills now. You started me to think, like, take me back in time to see what's it like back then, just in a room with Bob, the vibes and everything. What was it like?
Well, Bob was a very humble, easygoing guy, and everybody come to interview him trying to put him on a pedestal.
Yes.
And he just laugh at them openly when them start certain questions.
Just like that.
You're not supposed to laugh, like say, wait, how do them man?
Humble,
humble. You know? And funny, him could have buy a gold bed and him sleep on a very simple divan bed. Board.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's just humble lesson.
Yeah.
Just humble lesson.
And him could drive the biggest car, although he had a BMW because he wanted to identify with Bob Marley and the Wailers, BMW.
Yes. And in Jamaica, some people said Badman Wagon. They are kind of name.
His favorite vehicle was a Jeep.
Range Rover.
A Land Rover.
Yes.
Yeah, Range Rover.
That's still there right now.
Land Rover, yeah.
That's one of the favorite Jeep. My uncle had one of those Jeep. Because those Jeep used to run hills and they take the hill like there's no tomorrow.
Army
Yes. They used to run good.
Yeah.
They used to run good. So have you and Bob just keep talking, just take me back in time, because my mind started tingling and fascinated. I started thinking about that I was there.
I can remember I had a group called Graduates, and we passed through Trenchtown. The planner used to plan for Back to Africa movement, and a lot of people used to meet there, including the guy who teach Bob Marley and the Wailers, Harmony, Joe Hicks, which is family man, daughter, family man, father, daughter, that my family man married to.
Yes.
and her name is Dimples, and we were there one day. Joyce, passing through, Joyce was there, and Bob, and we go for liquor chalice too. And we catch the chalice of fire, and everybody get up. Ja Rastafari, Selassie.
Oh man.
You know,
Oh man.
when everybody gone, I was still there,
Yeah.
reasoning with everybody and not even realize because the chalice licked me, Papa.
Yeah, Charlie hold it.
Yeah, it licked me head. And me see how some little weird man jump up in front of me after we said, Cherry with them guys. She said, them gone for about 2-3 hours ago and it's still there is with them and them gone long time.
Listen, you're still talking, and everybody gonna leave you.
Yes.
It was a good chalice, man.
Yeah.
It was a good chalice. It was a good chalice.
It take no bread, man.
But I'm telling you, man, my mind start go back in time to even, like, I feel like I've been in the same room with you guys. Because that's how I'm in my mind start traveling and say, what is it like I'm in the room with you guys and all that stuff. And she said, Bob was a humble guy. And Bob, was watching his documentary and stuff, he was always humble.
Yeah.
He was always humble. He loved life and he loved music and all that stuff.
Yeah, above all of that, he knew that he had was commissioned for a specific purpose and he took it serious. You know?
Did it?
Yes. Especially with the situation in Africa.
It's a mission. It's
With
a
the
mission.
apartheid system, he wanted to do all he could to break it down, and he did with his music. It was banned there, but people had it on the world still, and it helped to create uprising in South Africa and over to well, Botha had to resign after a while, although a lot of people died. But it's very very few places in the world I've been that they don't know Bob Marley.
Yes,
and give
that's
great
true.
respect to him.
That's very true, because I remember back then when the political thing, when I was up the street when I hear Bob Marley got shot and all that stuff. As I said, I didn't live far from Bob Marley house, but I was a schoolboy at them time. I was just enjoying life and a schoolboy, but the impact was for my mom and my dad. They take it very serious. But me as a little youth going to school, Bob, yes, somebody get shot on the road, Bob get shot, Bob. You know, Bob never dead, Bob I live. That's how we look at it as a kid growing up. And afterwards, really going deep in that situation, we realized that he was trying to bring the country together. Because, you know, political thing in Jamaica is it's not normal. You know what I'm saying? They take their color serious. Back in the days, they take their color very serious.
There was a lot of division at the time.
Yes.
So, you know,
yes.
and
yes.
he wanted to unite the country.
Yes. That's very true, because I remember growing up.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it was mentioned, I asked Bob at one point.
You did?
On tour. What do you think, Bob? Why you could have the Prime Minister of Jamaica, you know? Bob Marley laughed.
Yeah, Jamaican people are ruling.
Him say, Rasta Prime Minister. You're not going to say that, big man.
And you know that it's, a lot of people don't really appreciate certain things until it's gone. But now Jamaica, we hold that culture of somebody who come out of a beautiful island and represent the music and the culture so massively around the world. That's now Bob Marley is like you can't talk anything about Bob in Jamaica. You cannot talk anything about Bob in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how it is. You know what I'm saying?
What really makes me sad is the fact that I personally think that the CIA had something to do with this attempted assassination.
You think so?
Because
there was a documentary on that.
The truth is, no Jamaican would have tried to kill Bob Marley. None.
Oh man, you listen.
And nobody had a reason to.
Let me tell you something when you come on to Bob Marley. Jamaicans, I'm talking on behalf of myself and some of my family, whatever, Jamaicans or whatever. Listen, when they come on to our people who represent their country like Bob, Usain Bolt, and those people that, listen, you can't talk anything bad about them people, you know. Because when people represent Jamaica abroad and stuff and come back, there's a lot of higher respect for those people. People were highly protected. And unlike me, when come back, nobody don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? But still, that legacy, people still hold it there as Bob. It's like Bob's still alive.
Yeah, but Bob was just a human person that he knew how powerful the music was. And even when people offended him, because the guy who drove the car the night when they shot up Bob, actually infiltrated the tour and came on the tour as Bob Usher, carrying him food and him clothes.
That time when the guy that shot Bob?
Not shot him, that drove the vehicle.
Yeah.
That,
oh, really?
That shot up the place the night, yeah. And we got a call from Jamaica to say, The guy who's carrying Bob clothes right now and food is him drive the car the night when they tried to kill Bob.
Mm.
See, the man take us back in time right there. I feel the chill right there. I feel the chill.
And Lip was on tour with us because he was one of
Yeah.
Bob self-appointed bodyguard. This is a gunman.
So that means Bob welcome everybody. Cause Bob, at that time there was I remember going to school at that time. There was two major party, JLP and PNP. There was Edward Seaga and Michael Manley. And as a kid growing up, we used to talk about politics. Cause I was on the green side. That's where cause in Jamaica we separate green side, red side, and all that stuff. But I mean, just thinking about like you, Mr. Glen DaCosta, right now, that been beside the legend that people still talking about now all these years that he had passed away. And as I said before, only few people that met Bob in our generation right now.
Bob was a true leader.
Only few people.
Yeah.
We heard about it. It's like the Loch Ness Monster. We heard about it, we never see it. But you and one person right here sitting beside me that been there with Bob. It gives me the chill. It gives me the chill, man. I'm telling you. I feel like I'm in a room. I feel like I'm in a tour carrying some speaker box or some wires or something on the tour. You know what I'm saying? But go deeper. I want to hear about it. So where you guys eat on tour? Because that's a Bob was on.
Bob like in